Foundation staff, welcome to SCiP-Dictation Live. In case you are new to the channel, my name is Sherm. This live stream is for hanging out and listening to me recording the SCP videos. If you want to hang out, chat with everybody, ask me questions, I've got the live chat that I'll pull up right here. I'll answer you guys' questions and jokes in between the cuts for when I mess up my takes, which happens a lot because that's how live streaming goes. First rule of behind the scenes knowledge. So the chat is live, the stream is running. I believe my camera is working all right. It is, we are good. All right. Hey there, Jordan, welcome to the live stream. We are doing good. The game is afoot. We are about to get into the front loading phase 2. So you may be wondering, why am I doing a live stream the day right after I did a live stream? Why don't I just edit those ones? Well, today is Wednesday, and tomorrow is Thursday. And Thursday is my apartment complex's lawn mowing day, which means tomorrow I'm not going to get to record anything because it's going to be lawnmower noises all day long. So if I don't know what that was in my hair. There was like a thing. What the heck is that? Anyways. So, if I record it today, I'll have 2 days worth of recording to then edit tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm going to sit in the editing bay all day, just edit. So today we're going to record, I've got about 50 minutes before I have to get to work. So this is a 50-minute long live stream of any skips I can get done so that we can keep the holiday season from being blank because of my trips. So I will not miss a recording. I will make sure to keep it going. So, oh yes, and as always, YouTuber stuff, you know, Patreon, Discord server, Site42 merch, it's all down in the description. So if you want to do some YouTuber things and help the channel grow, hey, Amazing Ellen is here, hi! If you guys feel like helping channel stuff, go below. Otherwise, we're getting down to it. The first skip for today is SCP-2984, which is a monkey that is constantly on fire. So yeah, we're starting with a live wire here. Round 1. Let's get our 10 seconds of meditation for noise correction. Okay, my shoulder popped and that picks up on the microphone. I gotta start again. We're golden. Meditation complete. Stop. Ooh, okay. Something weird just happened there. Is my microphone? Microphone. Interesting. Okay, we're going to have to do a little mic diagnostic because something is wrong. Something is very wrong. What is happening, microphone? Why are you not on? Let's try a couple things and see if we can get you to work. Have you tried plugging it, turning it off and turning it on again? I don't know. Have we? Test. Test. Nope, nothing yet. What the? Why? Why are you not? Okay, so that's the computer microphone. And that's working. Test. No, microphone is not functioning. Okay, that is a problem. Let's do some fiddling real quick. So first, USB port. So the USB port is in, and that is functioning. Now, this is a Focusrite Scarlett Solo. This is what I have so I can put my professional microphone into a USB port. You have to have a special connector for that. So that worked. So now we're on. The USB power's on. And we're live. We're live. No, we're not live. Live. No, we're not live. Hello, Nope. Oh. I'm stupid. There's one more cord left to check. When I showed you this, this is where the microphone plugs in. So when it plugs in, using this plug, you get sound. And God, Sherman, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Okay, the microphone is on now. We've done it. Good job. Talent. This is talent. This is the real deal right here. Okay, so now, monkeys that get set on fire. Here we go. Item number, SCP-2984. Object class, Euclid. Special containment procedures. Subject is contained in a fireproof animal chamber modified for ventilation in the Site-115 Annex. Smoke generated by SCP-2984 is filtered and released via a chimney included in Site-115's annexes. I'm going to go back because I want to say Site-115 rather than Site-115. Just sounds better. Subject is contained in a fireproof animal chamber modified for ventilation in the Site-115 Annex. Site-115's annex sounds better. All right. And let me adjust my chair so I can sit up straighter. Don't want to have any back problems in my old age. No, stop twisting. What are you doing? There we go. Perfection. All right, round 2. Subject is contained in a fireproof animal chamber modified for ventilation in the Site-115 Annex. Smoke generated by SCP-2984 is filtered and released via a chimney included in the Site-115 Annex's guise as a water treatment facility. Subject is to be fed fruits, nuts, and vegetables delivered via an Subject. Alright, that was just a straight up mistake. No covering that up with a, oh, I thought differently. That is just a mistake. Can't run with that. Let's move this a little to the side. Better visualization. Okay. Now I can read. Yay, reading. Where was I? Is guised as a water treatment facility. Water treatment facility. All right, here we go. Subject is to be fed nuts. Fruits, then nuts. Subject is to be fed fruits, nuts, and vegetables delivered via an automated delivery system. Food is to be kept soaked in water and placed in specially designed carbon fiber containers. Subject will return containers to delivery system when finished. Physical interaction between SCP-2984, not 2894. See? This is the behind the scenes. It sounds so good when it's done. Not in the first place. Physical interaction between SCP-2984 and resident... I think I made a annoying sound. Physical interaction between SCP-2984 and resident primatologists Drs. Aslam and Gupta are to be monitored, with security and rescue personnel on standby in the event the subject damages either individual's fire proximity suits, or if they are in any other way incapacitated due to extreme heat or dehydration. These interactions are subject to termination at any moment. All decor and material. All decor and material. What was that? What was that voice? That wasn't a voice I intended to do. That was just a weird word saying thing that I did. Who says things? Talking. Talking's for suckers. Who does that? All decor and material that has sustained significant... All decor and material that has sustained significant fire damage is to be replaced at the end of each day. Description. SCP-28... 2894. That's not the number. It's 2984. It's 2984. 2984. 2984. 2984. Let's do better than that. Let's not suck this up bad. SCP-2984 is a female Bornean orangutan. Pongo. Classification: Pongo Primus. That would be the nice technical thing to say there. See, I didn't make a mistake, I just changed my mind and did something that would be better. I do that sometimes. I promise it's not all just total failure. Pongo Pygmaeus. Pygmaeus or Pygmaeus? It's Pygmaeus, right? I've heard it both ways. That's a joke, I've heard it neither way. How to pronounce Pygmaeus? We go to Google. This is the kind of research I do for you. I do this for you guys. I want to give you the best. I want it to be the best, man. I'm doing this for you. Pygmaeus. Pronunciation. How do you pronounce Pongo Pygmaeus, word PhD? How to say Pygmaeus, high quality voices. Okay, let's see what we got. The best around. Something that's gonna take you down. Sorry, instantly got stuck in my head. Ooh, this one's got jaunty music. Jam into that pronunciation video.
Pygmaeus.
It is Pygmaeus! Haha, victory! Alright. Back to what I was doing, which was saying Pygmaeus. So get rid of that. Back to the page I was using. And classification, Pongo Pygmaeus. Pongo Pygmaeus. Here we go. Classification, Pongo Pygmaeus. Entirely consumed in fire. Despite this, SCP-2984 is apparently alive and healthy, and show no signs of It shows no signs, not show no signs. It's important that that little S is there for pronunciation's sake.
And show no...
Cleanliness is next to awesomeness.
Consumed in fire. Despite this...
Alive and healthy. And shows no sign of damage or ill health as a result of burns or smoke inhalation. The fire engulfing the subject can be spread and can be extinguished normally, although the subject will instantaneously reignite unless fully submerged in water. SCP-2984 was discovered following a fire near Malaysia. Locals described witnessing the subject apparently attempting to escape the fire, while they made attempts to extinguish the subject. Subject became agitated and began to roam aimlessly through the village, leaving behind embers and soot, later determined to be fecal droppings and hair follicles, before being frightened off by the villagers. Continued sightings by fire and rescue personnel led the Foundation. Spider fingers. Typing, everything. Right, boom.
Hair follicles, before being frightened off by the villagers.
Continued sightings by fire and rescue personnel led the Foundation to track and contain the subject. While in custody, personnel in fire proximity suits attempted to calm the subject with offerings of figs. The subject relaxed and examined the food from a distance, before consuming the figs all at once. Primatologist Dr. Gupa was present to oversee transport of SCP-2984 in a flame-resistant container partially filled with water. 5 personnel sustained minor injury. Is your name pronounced the E-Sherm? No, the username is the Sherm, as in a fancy pinky out version. The Sherm. It's not the Sherm, it's the Sherm. Whoa, wait. Asimov, wait. Okay, hold on. Who's being a dick? I didn't see anybody being a dick. I thought we were cool. I think everybody was being a cool. Did I miss something? No, I think we're all cool. I think there was like maybe half a joke, but I'm not sure. Watch it 3 times. Had to watch what 3 times? Now I'm very confused. Oh. Okay, well, I'm a little lost, but in the meantime, while I wait for Asimov to say what's up, I'm gonna, because there's a 30-second delay, with a 30-second delay, I'm gonna wait until he types up his response, and I'll check where I am at this recording.
2984 in a flame-resistant container, partially filled with water.
Partially filled with water. The entire chat just like, buh? I mean, maybe he thought Jordan's the best around was an insult of some sort. Or maybe he thought Jack joking about my like thumbnails being silly is was an insult. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't. I thought it's kind of funny. That's why I've started making funnier faces, because no matter how I pose, Jack says, I look uncomfortable on camera. So I'm like, what? Oh God. Or, hey, yeah. So I'm just going to lean into that as a creator and make it a joke, because ha.
Partially filled with water.
Partially filled with water. Wait, who's fucking with your shit? Who's a punk? I'm just so, like, what's going on? Oh, did someone, like, get on his thing, I guess? Sure.
Transport of SCP-2984 in a flame-resistant container, partially filled with water.
Partially filled with water. Partially filled with water. Partially filled with water. Where is that on the page? There we go. 5 personnel sustained minor injury, including minor burns and abrasions, in the attempt to escort the subject into the container. Subject's behavior is non-anomalous, though it had adopted certain behaviors and routines apparently learned to avoid damaging its food or surroundings. The subject's senses appear unaffected by the fire or smoke. Oh, good old hand practice. Ellen, I hear that drawing hands are the hardest thing in the world. I think I've heard that a lot of people have problems drawing hands, so practice is good.
The subject's senses appear unaffected by the fire or smoke.
All right, and hey, we made it to the end of the document. That is the end of SCP-2984. There's a monkey on fire. We're containing it. It's cool, guys. Yeah. Save project as SCP-2984. Saved there. And now we move on. Okay, new one. Close this one. And what is next on my list? This is my list of recording skips. This is my list of skips that I won't miss. Okay, 2733 is next in line. I forget what 2733 is. That's why I take notes, because I would not have remembered to do it. Back that up. And then 2733 is... Ah, yes, I liked this one. This was a good one. Okay, so 10 seconds of meditation for noise correction. Gosh darn it, my shoulder clicked. No microphone. Stop it, shoulder! I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it, and it needs to stop. Wrist! I'm going to hold my breath and not move. Here we go. No motion. Ready? Okay, man, when you get old, your body is made of clicks and sounds. So many bad things. Take care of yourselves. Do stretching and action. Don't end up like me, a creaky mess. Okay, so here we go. Item number, SCP-2733. Object class, safe. Special containment procedures. Containment procedure 64 Delta Romeo, standard containment for anomalous structures, mid-urban, is followed for SCP-2733-01. 2 implanted agents are to remain in residence in Oklahoma to keep civilians away from SCP-2733-01. Attempts to remove SCP-2733 have been unsuccessful. Therefore, the room containing SCP-2733 is to be secured by Foundation agents and locked with both keypad and retinal scan. Description: SCP-2733 is a body storage cabinet in an abandoned building, SCP-2733-01, that served as a funeral home/morgue on the outskirts of Oklahoma. SCP-2733-01 was abandoned after the business owning it, Drat.
SCP-2733-01 was abandoned after the business owning it,
Oh, nice. I got most of that line right, so I can just get rid of the word restful. I don't know what a restal is. Alright, here we go. After the business owning it, Restful Meadows Funeral... I still didn't like it. Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory. Crematory? I guess I needed an extra syllable for the song. Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory. Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory. Crematory? It's a weird word. Crematorium. It should be crematorium, right? Like, that's a thing? You cremate somebody at the crematorium? Or a crematory? I've never heard the word crematory before. Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory. Oh. Abandoned after the business owning it, Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory went out of business circa 1976. The building... He said circa, and I got so confused. Like, I was so glad to hit circa, but it distracted me from getting the next one right. Okay, there we go. We're back on. The building has remained uninhabited for the past years. SCP-2733's anomalous properties were discovered after the ghost hunting show began to scout the area for a new filming location. An implanted agent discovered SCP-2733 and reported it to Foundation personnel. SCP-2733's... ran out of breath. Alright, let's cut it back. Crematory, crematorium, cremator, or retort, or retort, like French, retort, or is it retort? I don't know.
To Foundation person.
Reported to Foundation personnel. SCP-2733's primary effect manifests when a human being opens one of the cabinet doors while thinking of another... SCP-2733's primary effect manifests when a human being opens one of the cabinet doors while thinking of another... It's another either living or dead sentient creature, and that's what confuses me when I get to it. SCP-2733's primary effect manifests when a human being opens one of the cabinet doors while thinking of another either living or dead sentient creature. Upon... see, it confused me even after I said it right. I said it right, and it still bottled my mind. Mind considerably bottled. Upon opening SCP-2733, the subject will find the head of the creature they were thinking of. Creatures are alive and able to communicate either... son of a... My speech patterns do not match the speech pattern of this writer, so they'll insert a word in that I don't see coming, and my brain just kind of blanks it out until after the fact. Where was I?
The creature they were thinking of.
Creature they were thinking of. Here we go again. Creatures are alive and able to communicate until either the cabinet they are in is closed or another cabinet is opened and a second head is summoned, at which point the initial head vanishes. Attempts to track these heads have been futile. Oh, this is the table one. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of extra bonus exposition for audio. Presented below is a table. Presented below is a list of the test subject used, the creature they thought of, and the result of the experiment. Nice. So... Below is a list of experiments regarding SCP-2733. I do not myself know of Mel Tillis Asimov, but that's rather interesting. It is 2733. It is 2733. Below is a log of experiments regarding SCP-2733. Listed are the test subject, the creature they thought of, and the result of the experiment. D8452. Instructed to think of dog. A dog. Drat. Plenty of bone-hurting juice to go around, my man. Plenty of it, Yentown.
Been futile. Below is a...
Drat. That's got to have some more space. Let's see how that fits.
Have been futile. Below is a...
Perfect. Okay. Moving on. Moving down. D8452. Instructed to think of a dog. Instructed to think of a dog. The head of a Jack Russell Terrier manifests. Dog is panting and appears to be in good spirits. Drat! He added less words than I wanted him to.
Dog.
Dog is panting and appears in good spirits. Cabinet closed without incident. D8452. Instructed to think of a human. The head of D84... Hey, Ghost made it to our second front-loading stream. All right. Boom, 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 boom.
Instructed to think of a...
Instructed to think of a human. The head of D8452's uncle, boop, boop, manifests. Head is communicative and... I almost had communicative.
Head is
Almost had communicative on the first try. Such a little word with so many consonant sounds. Communicative. Communicative. I like that word. Or I would if I said it right. Head is communicative and healthy. Cabinet closed without incident. D8452. Instructed to think of a famous person. The head of English playwright William Shakespeare manifests. Head appears as... I don't like how I said manifests. Dang it. Too many S sounds.
Famous person.
Instructed to think of a famous person. The head of English playwright William Shakespeare manifests. Head appears as historians have speculated he would have looked at his death at age 52. Head is communicative and healthy, if distraught. Cabinet closed without incident. I'm going to listen to that one to see if it was good.
The head of English playwright William Shakespeare manifests. Head appears as historians have speculated he would have looked at his death at age 50.
Alright, so...
Have looked at his death.
Let's cut out that little pause I was worried I took and see if it still sounds good. Maybe I can save this through creative editing.
Would have looked at his death at age 52.
Yay!
Head is communicative.
Don't have to do it again if I can fix it instead. Back it up. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. All right. Dr. Theodora Wu. My mom. Unsanctioned test by... fudge. I'm going to do quote my mom. Dr. Theodora Wu. Quote my mom. End quote. Unsanctioned test by Dr. Wu. The head of her mother, Min Wu, manifests. Head is intact and, after momentary confusion, is friendly and pleasant. She and Dr. Wu have a brief conversation in Cantonese. D8452. Instructed to think of a deceased dog. The head of a collie manifests. Dog is identified as D8452's childhood pet. Dog is barking and appears in good spirits. D8452 instructed to remove head from shelf. As soon as the head is no longer touching the shelf, its neck expels approximately 0.5.
As soon as the head is no longer touching the shelf, its neck expels approximately...
Yeah, the tragedy of this skip is about to happen, and it makes me cackle with haha. That's how you cackle with haha. As soon as the head is no longer touching the shelf, its neck expels approximately 0.5 liters of blood and the... Its neck expels approximately 0.5 liters of blood and the head begins to decompose at a normal rate. Dr. Peter Anselman, instructed to think of D8452. D8452 is sedated and placed beside SCP-2733. Upon opening SCP-2733, D8452's head disappears from its neck and manifests within SCP-2733. D8452's body expels approximately 2 liters of blood and collapses. D8452's head appears sedated as before, but alive. Closing SCP-2733 does not result in D8452's head remanifesting on its neck. Dr. Wu becomes distressed and is sedated. So, I am torn, besides feeling bad for D8452, because, I mean, he's disposable. So, I mean, but he's a D-class, but, like, we got to know him, and he wasn't a bad guy from what we saw in the documents. I mean, he's probably a bad guy, but they killed him. But that also means that the doctor killed her mom, and that's messed up, yo. It's messed up. That came around. Frickin'. That's effed up. That is messy. Literally messy. Lots of blood.
Is no longer touching the shelf. Its neck expels...
Perfect cut. And final addendum. It's clever and cleaver. I see what you did there, Ellen. Addendum 2733-01. Further investigation has indicated that Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory. Addendum 2733-01. Further investigation has indicated that Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory was purchased by Boop with intent to demolish. Attempts to locate Joseph Wright, the previous owner of SCP-2733-01, and the body of Boop Boop have been unsuccessful. All right. And that is the second document we have successfully recorded today, guys. Site-42 is chugging along. Let's save that file as SCP-2733. Boom. I was going to say that right now, Jordan, like, whenever I record an SCP, like a video or whether I live stream it, if you like the article that I do, go give the article a upvote, because, like, that's really nice. And I like doing these, like, lesser-known SCPs. Like, the Heritage Collection's been done a couple times. Everyone has, like, their list, but there's so many of them. And I like hitting the lesser-known ones so you can go and, like, oh, I didn't even know this existed, but it's amazing. So that's kind of like my... I like doing the long, crazy articles with all the special effects, because it's like an old-timey radio play, so you get, like, music and drama and sound effects. But I also like doing lesser-known ones, so you can get exposed to new stories, and I can get exposed to new stories, because I didn't know of these before I went and looked for them. So, yeah. Yay, learning new things. And upvoting good works. So that is 2733. Let's open a new one, and I got time for maybe one more short one before I gotta go to work. So let's see if I can get a really good, really short one real quick. Now here's the thing, that's the last one that I had on my list. So what that means is that now you're gonna watch me as I skim through several articles and be like, no, I don't like that one. Oh, that one's really funny, but I can't do it because there's pictures. Oh, that one's really funny, and it's so funny, I want to do it with pictures. But we'll see what comes up. So, quick going through. What? Okay, the ending makes me laugh. 2462, False standard container procedure, possibly implemented, the addition of bomb visitation, class D, I'm going to describe as half an elephant's face, regarding the tank to form or not. Any attempt by the subject to discern the bisecting line of the anomaly results in a profound feeling they're wrong. Subject then derides itself for incorrect answers, insults in a grove of hammers and incorrect activity of the subject. Turn the object and attempt to guess correctly with the incorrect result appearing to cause significant frustration and disappointment, blah, 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 blah. When the item is not viewed or attempted, it results in telepathic shouting of entities within an undetermined radius. Discovered on Baboon after specific increase in searches by Google searching was reported in Washington, all pertaining to solving half an elephant's face. After routine examination by bots for potential anomalous activity, Foundation was alerted and captured an object. Nobody unlocked the item was folded sealed letter with no return address or identifying information. Inside the envelope was a bonus pink stationery covered in red heart symbols. Both envelope and stationery were covered in scribbled drawings of obscenities. Broken pencil graphite was found to find the envelope. Kind of the message read as follows: "Fuck you. Now it's your turn." What? What is this even about? I don't know what's going on. This is weird. I'm doing 2642 right now, and it's weird enough that I'm gonna do it, but I don't understand it 100%. So I'm going into the discussion to see what's going on. Like half an elephant's face. I don't get it. Alright, so who wrote this? This is Eldritch Cadence. Continuing on. I hope y'all are reading this and are as confused as I am. Da-da-da. Dude. Particular puzzle. See you later, Jordan. Thanks for joining in. Picture. This has a lot of, like, controversy to it. Like, it's only at plus 28. A lot of people are like, downvote, downvote, downvote. So, like, something's up with this. Okay, so... So it's, like, I see the picture, and the picture is like a urn or something, but it's also supposed to be a, may only be described as half of an elephant's face, regardless of whether or not it retains that form or not. So it's like the toaster makes you talk about it in the first person. I am a toaster. And then this can only be described as half of an elephant's face. However, you can't find the bisecting line of it because it's not half an elephant's face. Alright, well, at the end of the day, the best thing about being an SCP reader is you don't actually have to understand it to read it sometimes. This is actually simple enough that I can do it and not really get it. So, yay! Yay, benefits of my work. And then I'll just have to maybe put this picture in it somewhere. That way, that picture exists. So once I get my new title cards, I can start putting pictures in there. Alright, so here we go. 10 seconds to meditate. Wrist stop cracking. Ten seconds of meditation complete. Let's record. Item number 2642. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. I barbled that. Special containment procedures. The specialist is coming. The specialist is coming with his containment procedures. Special containment procedures. SCP-2642 should follow all standard containment procedures for Class B info hazards, with the addition of bi-weekly visitation by a single class...
With the addition of
bi-weekly visitation... With the addition of bi-weekly visitation by a single Class D personnel. Any noted breach of containment should result in the affected area being quarantined for a period of at least 2 weeks. Description. SCP-2642 is an item which may only be described as half of an elephant's face, regardless of whether it retains that form or not. Any attempt by a subject to discern the bisecting line of the anomaly results in the profound feeling...
Procedures for Class B info.
No! Hey, Russell's here. But also, I wasn't recording that last jack at all. So I gotta go back from where I was before. Grrr says. With the addition of bi-weekly visitation by a single Class D personnel. Any noted breach of containment should result in the affected area being quarantined for a period of at least 2 weeks. Description. SCP-2642 is an item which may only be described as half of an elephant's face, regardless of whether it retains that form or not. Any attempt by a subject to discern the bisecting line of the anomaly results in the profound feeling that they are wrong. The subject then derides itself for its incorrect answer. Insults tend to grow in vehemency and creativity as the subject continues to get the answer wrong. In 98% of cases, the subject will return to the object and attempt to guess correctly, with the incorrect result appearing to cause significant frustration and disappointment. Levels of both appear to increase at a baseline, non-anomalous rate parallel to existing situations in which a subject is emotionally invested in the outcome. Ooh, that was a really long sentence. That was a really long sentence, and I was just so out of breath. No. That is my Darth Vader no right there. Not like I was doing an impersonation, like that's what it sounds like when I am faced with the soul-crushing no. There it is. Back in action. Oh, and I didn't mention this earlier, but Jack, I don't think I've read 1983. I'm not sure which one that is. I'll check it out later, because I gotta get this one done quick. Exceptions to this occur when the item is not viewed or attempted within 5 days or less. This situation results in telepathic shouting of obscenities within an undetermined radius. That's a weird sentence. Did I say that right?
Exceptions to this occur when the item is not viewed or attempted within 5 days or less. This situation results in telepathic shouting of obscenities within an undetermined radius.
Cool, I did it right. D-class gold medal. D-class gold medal, D-class gold medal. The farmhouse, is that the one where they rip hearts out? That's not the one where they rip hearts out. That's an earlier one. That is the one where they rip hearts out. Yeah, okay. I know what you're going... Wait. Okay, so Jack's talking about the farmhouse with the heart rip-outers, and Russell's talking about a different skip, and... But yes, I have read that one, and it's super creepy. I read that back in the early days when I started on the wiki. So, I remember that sucker. Okay. Finishing it up. Addendum. SCP-2642 was discovered on 2004 after a suspicious, I couldn't say the word suspicious for a moment.
Undetermined radius. Addendum.
After a suspicious increase in searches by search engine Google was recorded in Washington, all pertaining to solving half an elephant's face. After a routine examination by bots for potential anomalous activity, the Foundation was alerted and captured the object. Notably, alongside the object was a folded, sealed letter with no return address or identifying information. Inside the envelope was a pink piece of stationery. Drat.
Inside...
It's a piece of pink stationery, not a pink piece of stationery. Gotta get my words in order.
4. After a suspicious...
Alright, tapped in. Inside... Knuckle cracks. Inside the envelope was a piece of pink stationery, covered in red heart symbols. Both envelope and... So I gotta say the word envelope the same way every time, otherwise it doesn't work. I keep saying envelope and then envelope.
Alongside the object was a folded, sealed letter with no return address or identifying information.
Notably, alongside the folded, sealed letter with no return address or identifying information. So I'm gonna go with envelope, it sounds fancier. Inside the envelope was a piece of pink stationery, covered in red heart symbols. Both envelope and stationery were covered in scribbled drawings and obscenities. Broken pencil graphite was found inside the envelope. The contents of the message read as follows. Fuck you, now it's your turn. Do I like that ending?
Fuck you, now it's your turn.
Yeah, and I don't understand why there's a pink envelope and someone's like getting rid of it, and like they gave it away, but they couldn't give it away because they had to keep dealing with it. So they wouldn't give it away because they had to keep dealing with it, so that doesn't make sense to me story-wise. I'm in school. No excuses.
Fuck you, now it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll go with that because this is the guy reading it. It's not like a recording log where I would change voices.
The contents of the message read as follows. Fuck you, now it's your turn.
And with that, this stream and the following video are going to be demonetized. Ha 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 ha. Curses. But that's okay. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing it for the art, so I will not censor myself for the YouTube gods. They will deal with it and demonetize me. And then you guys will support the channel, and that's how we make the proper art. So that is SCP-2642. And that means we successfully recorded 3 SCPs today. Good work, team. Another day, another live stream. We've reached the end because I've got to start getting ready for work. But thank you guys for hanging out. It's always nice to have you guys in the chat and to have company while I'm doing the work. Remember to do the YouTube-y stuff, 1983 next. Yeah, we'll look at that. That one's a long one. So I know that one has a bunch of exploration logs. It's pretty epic, though. Put it in the request list on the Discord. That way I can see it and or remember to do it. Yeah, do the Patreon stuff, do the Discord stuff, do the Site42 merchandise stuff, like everything, share everything, and then I will see you guys in the Discord server, and I'll release all these videos over the next couple weeks. I'm still going to be live streaming. This is just catch-up. So, yes, good day to you. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Foundation staff.